Okay, we will go through all this. Okay, I'm not sure, is it a good news or bad news? We have email yesterday that requested the lessons to be conducted face-to-face starting from week 6. That means week after next, which is the white space, week 5, next week, right? We don't have a conference.
Weapon.
Huh? Sorry? Jun,
oh, come on, bro. I gotta drag my ass on me.
Hello, Jun. Your mic is on.
Sorry.
No problem. Okay, so just let you guys know that I'm not sure. I need to double check again. So there's an email already informed all the lecturers to conduct their lessons back to school, back on campus. Okay, so I'm not planning anything yet because I need to check how it goes. Okay, probably maybe I check with your class first because yesterday I didn't read my email, so only this morning that I read, then I saw the message. So I want to know, is there any implication if we're gonna do a face-to-face starting from week 6? Can I hear from the floor? Anyone concerned? Say, oh no, I cannot make it on time. Of course, 9 a.m. We are not going to adjust the time. Hello, maybe we hear from this Charlene. Your coming say no problem. Thank you. Any concern? I mean, as a class, not as an individual. Don't tell me, oh, sure, cannot. Every Tuesday morning, I got something on here and that at home. Sorry, that is not the reason I can accept. Okay. Well,
should be okay.
Should be okay.
Yeah, everyone should be able to make it on. Cause
Okay.
like your class is our first class, what? So it should be okay, lah.
Okay, so it won't affect that. You know why I'm concerned is the timetabling team did feedback based on last semester. I mean, during the lockdown period. Since then, we have issue is like student come back. I mean, sorry, having the HBL lesson at home early morning, then within like 9 to 1, like you guys, then 2 o'clock there will be a face-to-face. You know what I mean? Then that particular student will be affected because he or she have to rush down to campus. You know, within 1 hour period, because the next lessons start from 2, so it will be very rushed for that student. So that's why the student did feedback. So we also want to be fair. If your traveling hours is going to take like more than an hour to reach Ngee, then it's a concern. No, I'm not just talking about my SMB. I'm talking about the rest as well. So if you have this concern, because okay, so now we hear from Charlene, I mean, our class, no issue, but how about the rest? Okay, but that one you need to check. Okay, I don't know, maybe other modules lecturers say that, oh, no need, it's okay, continue with HBL. I don't know, but that is the so-called the notice given to all the lecturers. We I mean, they encourage us to go back to school. So I don't know whether can I say no or what. I don't know. So I will let you know by next week. Although Friday we don't have lesson, but I will text you guys, say, okay, let's back to campus. Okay, then okay, so you'll hear from me from the text. If let's say I decided, let's say we go for the F2F lesson. So in other words, is your common test will be not online. It will be face-to-face. Okay, if let's say we are back to campus for normal lessons, so no more online common test, it will be face-to-face. Okay, any question? I pause here. Any questions?
Yeah, so actually for IMO1, right, for for our other modules, right, even without this this announcement, some of our classes are actually in school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Great.
for common tests or for some that we need to do hands-on things. Yeah.
Oh, good to know that. Good to know that. Thank you, Charlene. Because you guys are from, mixture of different group. We have animations, we have IM students, all that. So to be fair, because I don't know, you all have other module, especially IS, right? You all still have an IS module. So IS schedule is always, everywhere. So it's very difficult to, arrange. Yes, like last Thursday I have a makeup class. No, last Friday I have a makeup class because of the Thursday holiday. So I have few students cannot make it because of their IS lessons. See, so it's not easy to do a makeup class, so-called.
For this
Mm.
semester shouldn't have IS.
Oh, for you guys.
Because we got our like SMB, 3CC, all this. They are actually this semester is only 5 core modules, all 4 credits. So
Oh,
no
2.2, right?
IS.
Yours is
Yeah,
2.2, right?
correct.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I forgotten. Yeah, my bad. Anyway, thank you for sharing on that. Okay, Shirley, thank you very much. I appreciate all your works, and I think you did a good job as a class rep. You have been reminding the class, submission, all that. Please continue with a good, with this good intention, because it's important, because some student might overlook, especially come to deadlines, right? Okay. Any further question besides Charlene sharing all that? Anyone concerned? If we are back to face to face. But again, I will check. If let's say they say HBL can continue, we will see how it goes. Okay. But definitely your common tests, I would like to conduct face to face rather than online, because it's kind of difficult, because you need to set, I'm sure you have done online tests before, right? You need to on your computer, laptop, then you still need to set your mobile phone, all that. So yeah, it's quite challenging. Not say challenging, in a way, quite difficult. And also on our side, doing the invigilation, also difficult for us. You know what I mean? Yeah, because we only have one pair of eyes to look at everybody, right, on the monitor. That's why even now you switch on the camera, also have issue for me to look around, check around. Okay, so let's start the lessons. Yes, I'm afraid maybe we don't even have a time to continue the presentation for your CA, CA2. Remember, last week we have few of them already done. Let's see how it goes. Okay, okay, so let's start our. Wait, where is my? Okay. Today we're going to talk about social media mapping. Okay, how to develop a social media strategy for a campaign. So your CA, later you're going to do your CA. Okay, it's all solo, and your assignment one, it will be group, okay, mode, and also deal with a campaign, okay, using the social media strategy, how to apply the social media strategy on campaign. So it's quite heavy, right? But we are going to learn about the earn, own, and broad framework. How to plan and cater for social persona. Okay, then of course a brief go through about the SWOT analysis. Okay, which is here, right? Then also define the SMART objectives, right, for your social campaign. Then we will see how it goes, because these are the things that we hope to cover, and because we have quite a number of slides to go through, but I try to speed up the thing. Okay, digital marketing is taking over. That is for sure. It's getting a mainstream, right? Regardless, as long you log into, your mobile phone, and you can see Shopee or whatever, Easy Buy, Lazada. There's so many out there. Even Chris, SIA, the Chris Flyer, they have a Chris shop. Okay, Chris shop, and also they into this social media, get people to do go and purchase online their product. Okay, during the lockdown, SIA, they have this flyer, I mean for members, okay, frequent flyer, or for even I think for now open up for consumer, so you can buy their products there. Not SIA product, it's similar product, but now you have another channel to compare the pricing of the product that you are interested in. So of course the social media influencer, right? All the influencer will earn a lot of money because the company, advertising ad company, will pay a lot for them to promote, go live, all that. Because on and off, I receive like Lazada or Shopee, they have a live event coverage right now on sales on certain or promotion on certain item, you know, by celebrities or whatever, right? So this is the market right now, digital marketing. Okay, whether you can see what are the things, what kind of percentage, right, online used for purchase inspiration. So definitely, I think you are one of them, right? For me, yes, on and off, I will check around, compare pricing, purchase something, right? Whether for homes or all that. And of course, you can't hide because it's even you don't want to switch on your laptop, but the mobile, they use mobile, right? Application. So because the mobile is just beside you, right? Okay, next one. Hey. Okay. So over the years, more and more companies are spending on digital marketing. Okay, of course, this is 2022, right? I mean 2018, sorry, which versus 2022 next year, we don't know how much in billions. Okay, and here we just capture the US advertising media market size. I mean the sizes as you can see here, right? The figure, how much they spend. You see, internet, internet. Okay, they never kneel down say whether it's mobile, or as long as connected internet using mobile, laptop or whatever tablet is counted. So you see the amount spending, right? They reach out to consumer, and of course the client, they want to advertise, they all chomp, they just zoom into internet, right? Of course TV, radio, all that as you go, right? But of course now cinema slowly open up, so it might take a while, but for the rest it's always there. Okay, my time at your age, of course, is newspaper. That time there's nothing about internet, no internet, nothing, or magazine or radio or TV. That's it. Of course TV, that was the king that time, right? But right now, of the digital technology, digital marketing, internet took over. Okay, and this thing, I think this trend will continue, right? This ad online, right? This type of platform will continue throughout, right? Until probably someone invented a new platform, right? Probably Facebook, right? Remember Facebook? They're rebranding their names, all that, right? Maybe they will come up with a virtual, right? Virtual, because they claim that their new, so-called their new, so-called the social media platform, it will be in virtual, right? 3D virtual, that means you wear something, you go in, you can see yourself in the virtual environment, interact with people, or maybe shopping or that, or doing all this digital marketing. Who knows? We will see how it goes. Right, so another chart, and you can see the flow, right, as you go. So I'm not going to go through that. And of course, right, how about COVID, right? I'm sure you have seen a lot, right, happening here, right? CNA talking about this, okay, right? You can see the link here, okay? Just watch the YouTube. I'm not going to play, right? So COVID-19, a lot of lockdown here and there. So all the advertiser, also called the client, right, I mean, dealing with their products or even restaurant, all that, they have to come up with creative ideas to overcome. If not, they're going to shut down their business. Okay, yeah. I have a friend in SMB. I think I briefly mentioned before, before the COVID, right? He got 10 stores. He's in SMB, right? Now he only left one. Of course, he's not the owner. He got partnership with friends, all that. But he told me that due to this COVID thing, since they locked down, right, in 2019 onwards till now he only left one store to go. Yeah, so can you imagine how many? I'm sure you read a lot of articles, right? A lot of restaurants closed or shut down, or shops shut down. They call off. They have to quit the market because if you continue, you're going to pay the rent. Unfortunately, although Singapore is very nice, the government will give subsidies on the rental, all that, but they cannot sustain because since 2019, if you count, it's already 2 years. 2 years we locked down in 2019 April. I'm talking about 100% lockdown. Okay, gradually lockdown, right? April till now, right? Now is 2021. Really 2 years already. So the company lost a lot, regardless of which trade. Of course, only certain trade they can survive. Like all those retail shop. Yeah, some of the retail shop they can survive, or like supermarket. Yeah, all that. Sheng Siong. I remember there's one article. They earn a lot because people are rushing to buy. Their groceries. They need all this essential grocery. They need to purchase. So the company earn a lot because of the COVID, but some upside down, the other way around, right? So yeah, this is a trend right now. COVID-19, people are thinking of a way. Of course, they have creative ideas. So you can check it. Okay, you can check it. I mean, if you want to watch the video. So digital marketing. So word association. So, but what do you think about digital marketing is? Right? Exactly. Right? What exactly? The word already tell you, very straightforward. Right? Is the marketing of a products or services using digital technologies, mainly on the internet. Once your mobile is connected with internet, you subscribe all the social media apps, definitely on and off. They will bombard you, right? They will advertise. They will stream the advertisement, right, online, and of course they will alert you, say that the new product is launched, blah blah blah, whether you're interested or not, right? Yeah, so the advertisement is there, right? So it's all including mobile phone display advertising and any other digital medium, right? So you can't run away unless you don't subscribe any apps, or especially the social media app. If not, once you log in, you're about to see. Even not direct, you might link from your friends, because like Instagram, right? Right, you've seen others, so they might have promote something, indirectly. You have seen it, right? You come across the product through someone else. So this thing will never stop. Okay, put it this way. Okay, because it's a big market share. Right, so next time you join a company, if they are dealing with digital marketing, not necessarily must be those social media companies mainly, but you will have a lot of jobs, right? Because all these clients, right, they will come to the agency, right, the company, right, the design agency, all that, to get them to help, right, to do the UI, UX, or build or refresh their existing app and make it more attractive, right, to the target audience, which is very important, right? You have to change. You cannot stick that. Okay, what color do you see here? Right? Unless you are colorblind. I'm not accusing anyone. I'm just saying only, right? You should know the color. So right and left brain. Okay, that's a saying always. Whether you're from a right brain dominant, or right or left brain. If you're a right brain is dominant, you will see combination of pink and white color. Is there a pink and white? I don't know. But if you are left brain, right? If you're left brain, you will see gray and green, which is this picture is showing, right? So I don't know what color have you seen? Yeah, I mean you can see from this picture, right? It's about coloring, right? And it's an image, right? Of course, the next slide, as you read, is very clear, right? So actually, what the outcome is, someone did a Photoshop image of the shoe. So you see, through a simple image, you can see different images already. I mean, the outcome of the shoe, right? So that's why, remember, fake, that's one of the topics about all the fake news, right? So you have to check it out. If you love the product, well, you don't just blindly online and purchase the product. You need to go and check whether this shoe is the real one, the real shoe is in, I mean, is which model, right? Because they use Photoshop to change the color, right? Of course, genuine brands, you know, the branding is there, those they cannot fake you. But I'm talking about there's a lot of third party, right, product imitation out there. So now these days people don't, you know, go on site and check it out because of COVID lockdown here and there, control, safety control. So now people go online and purchase. So beware, right? This is just a simple example, okay, for you to think through. People can manipulate things, Photoshop, right? Use the application or any third party to change. Okay, next one, right? Digital marketing is something like art and science. So left brain and right brain, right? Like what you are doing, okay? So it comprises of all the creative end, visuals, headline, copywriting, everything, right? But from another angle, scientific angle, which is the right brain, so it might dip into numbers and statistics. So it's similar like what you're doing the programming. Okay, so you are the new Greek, so-called the new Greek that we want to develop, that you can have a left and right brain. Okay, you can function both brain well, which is the visual, the creative side, and this programming side. So you have the art and science. One side is the art, and one side is the science. All right. So of course, we can't prove because you are the second batch. Your senior is just in the right now. They are in no, sorry, you are the first batch. So we are just into the second batch recruited. So we will see, right? Whether is it successful, right? Eventually, everyone will have an art and science brain when you work in the industry. Okay, because the old days, or so-called the current trend, is either you are very strong in art or you are very strong in science. Means you are doing well in the front end design, or you are doing well in the back end programming, all that. So, but now we want to merge, so-called intersect both art and science, right? So hopefully you will be. There's some of you, we train, we'll come out with this, right? Eventually, that's what we are looking at. Okay, but of course, there's a long way to go. It's not that okay, you graduate means that you are the best out there already. Okay, the Gano digital marketing transit map, right? So you have this. It's something like our MRT map. This map is on many aspects of our digital marketing. Of course, it covers so many aspects. As you can see, carefully you read all the text. Okay, it's either direct or indirectly linked to IM, right? It's all important. But this is the overall view of digital marketing, right? So whether you are in a creative, research, all that, right? Marketing, right? Then the strategy, right? Of course, social, so many mobile, right? So this is the chart you might want to look at, right? The link is there, right? There are many aspects, well, which is they are all play a part, okay, in pushing the digital marketing forward. They are playing all a part, interlinked, okay? They need each other, right? It's just like you do a front end, but you need a back end in order to get to complete your product or so-called develop the full product, right? You cannot just do a front end and you stop there, right? So that's why now these days people are saying that you need to develop a prototype of your product, okay? If it is everything on digital platform, right? You need to show that. Okay, many hats mentioned. I think this screen we've seen before, right? So there's many positions out there, okay? Many roles, of course, many responsibilities, right? Regardless of which position you're in, indirectly, like there are a lot of them. If you pull them out, it's all under one company, right? They can form a company because you have all the stuff there, right? You can be a designer or whatever. See, social media designer or marketer, editors. There's so many out there, right? Strategies, content. Yes, some people are just think of content creator, right? So don't think about the manager, director. Of course, these are the positions, right? It sounds great, but it will take you a while, right, to reach that position, especially all this, right? Because these are all count by years of experience. It's not overnight. Next day you graduate, you will become a director of social media. Yes, you can. You set up your own company. You're the boss of the company. By all means, nobody can stop you, right? You can call the CEO of social media, but you run the company yourself, or you have the budget, or right, or do a startup. You can name yourself, or in any position. But if you join an international or big agency, right, then you pick up from a role from here, start with, right, beginning or trainee. Then slowly you have the experience, right, collectively you already have all the experience here and there. Then you get the promotion, right? Of course, you must have the stamina, means you have to stay put in this area for for some time. Not like, oh, you expect you join a company 2 years, you're going to get a promote from a designer to become a director. That's not possible. Okay, that's not possible. Okay, my personal experience from designer all the way to my last job, creative director, that is about 20 over plus year or 30 years. Of course, in between, I was the head, right, of the department, creative head, right? Yeah, all that in between. So it's at the media range of position, okay, then until you hit the top. So you must, your experience count. That's important. Okay, of course, you can work with one company for 5 years, then you join another company, probably you have a different position because they recognize your experience, right? The 5 years experience, which is you're going to reflect in your resume, which is very important. That's why your digital portfolio resume, you must update as it goes. Okay, so social media insight analyst side, you can see, I'm not going to read through. Basically, right, it's not an easy job, right? Oh yeah, I hate this always. Okay, so you need to present reports, measurement frameworks to clients, right? Because you're the analyst, you need to have the insight. Oh, you have to on your toe, right? You are the number person, right? Because you need to turn in to numbers, then creates meaningful charts for clients or project manager. To allow them to plan, right? To call for next action plan. So is important because you need to be on the toe and check it out, what is happening out there, right? It's not every day, but you have to say, how come it moves? You have to be right. On the ball every time, on and off. You need to check what is happening out there, what are the latest trend out there, right? Contents, right? Or rival, because the client will come to you, they want to know, right? How your report, your finding, right? They want to know. Then from there, right? Then especially support development and deployment of new social media measurement frameworks and KPIs. All this the client will ask for, right? They pay you for that service. If you are into this type of position, of course, this is, but I don't think you are interested. I'm not sure, but this is completely different from IM. Okay, what you learn in IM, right? This is a lot of you. That means you are more like an analyst. You have to do a lot, deal with a lot of numbers. I only can say I don't think I have the experience in this as well, right? Yeah, these are more like you are joining a sales and marketing, right? The department, of course, marketing specialist, right? So you will develop social media contents. So similar, right? You work with the design and web team to conceptualize, right? You might not the one hands-on, even though that you know the tools or whatever application to build, yeah, but you work with the team. Okay, you're not in the production team. All this marketing position, right? Whether analyst, just now you saw, right? All these marketing related roles, you don't hands-on. Okay, I'm talking about execution, production, right? To develop the website or app or whatever, but you were involved in concept development. Okay, you will brainstorm together with the team, right? You counter propose to them, all that, because front end you have the research, right? All the contents ready. Then you offer your input to them, right? Your strategic input, the campaign for campaign execution, which is by a team, another team, right? So then all this campaign, right? For the social media, different social media platform, right? You must have the sense in what consumer want, and and yet, right? To want means what they want, what are the current and what the future. You must have the foresight, right? You don't stop there, right? The market available, then you just stop there. You must ahead, right? Ahead with or have the vision that what is happening next. So, which is important, but they pay very well. All this, they pay very well because it's all count down to sales, the numbers. The client do well, you will get the rewards. It's just like the what is that? The banks, right? The banks, right? They get the sales, or so-called, maybe not banks, maybe it's a property. Yes, property agent, right? They sold the property. It go by they might have the basic pay, but much of the income, or so-called the rewards, are from the sales. They transact each transaction. Once they transact it, is all will be commissions, right? It will come down to commissions, right? So imagine if they sold even a 500K, this property, let's say HDB, they got a 2%. So that's only one transaction. Imagine if 1 month they can do it in 10, cases, or 20 cases. Yes, that's why if you check all the property agent, those are top agents. It's just like insurance agency. They reward their top agents very well, right? I'm talking about commissions. It's just like they can do 1 month, focus on 1 month, works, right? The sales, if they can reach that, hit the target, is equivalent to people's 1 year or 2 years income, right? Just for that 1 month transaction. So they have to work very hard. Okay, so for marketing people, same, right? So same for social media assistant. Yes, you see, as you can see, right, awesome social media posts, right, work closely with the report directly to the social media marketing manager. Yes, right, see, create beautiful Instagram, all the images, all that, the contents, right, you can see here, and create and upload content into WordPress website. This is more like a assistant, but double up to do some hands-on work. That means the person might, execute, okay, using Photoshop, like here we already mentioned, create beautiful, right? All those visuals stuff for the social media, right? See, social media tools, right? All that they will double up at that as well, not just purely the designer, because it depends on the size of the company. If the size of a company, they don't have designer or production team, usually the social media assistant will double up. Actually, in short, actually a lot of work in the industry, as long as you're the assistant, right? Even the movie industry or TV, broadcast industry, as long as you are the broadcast assistant, okay, assistant producer, actually they do more work than the actual producer or director. Assistant director, let's say you have a position, right? You deal with more things than your director, because you are indirectly, you are in the second position, you are in the command, but you have to make a lot of decisions, execute a lot of things. So in a lot of trades, as long as you have the name of assistant, you are given that position, right? But the stress is always there. You're more stressful than your director, all that. They just call a shot, yes, no. But on the ground, you are the one who run the show, right? But of course, the rewards is there, end of the day. Whatever position here, right, we mentioned all this, you get the rewards if you have done your job well, right? Right, so you must know at this position, right, assistant, right? Okay, social funnel. Okay, this is a process, all forms of marketing leads to an action that the consumer has to take, or like an item purchase. So it always go by awareness, interest, decision, action. I don't know about you, right? When you look at the new stuff, new product, so you are aware. But are you interested? As you go, yeah. What is your thought? You know what I mean? When you look at the thing, as a consumer. Now we are talking as a consumer. The trust is there. Do you trust the product? Then with the social media works, because we don't go there and look at the physical stuff. Everything is through screen, whether it's a video or an image, right? So from there, you will make a decision, right? I'm not saying a timeline for that, but in a way, when you want, by looking at the screen, you want to purchase something from Lazada or Shopee or whatever, right? I'm sure you will take note or check it out, right? But when you check it out, your interest is there already, right? First, you're aware, oh, this interesting product. Then you want to check the price. You compare with different platform. All the online sales, right? App, right? You want to means that you really have the initial interest about the product, on that particular product. So then next step, you want to make a decision. Should I buy, or is it necessary, or that, right? Is that what within your budget or not? All this you have to take into considerations, right? So the step by step. Then end of the day is the action call, right? You will decide, okay lah, forget it, never mind. This is not important product or item that I want to purchase now, right? Then you have to call for action. Yes or no, or yes, I like this, or what. Yes, Christmas is coming, so I'm sure that some of you will buy your gifts to your friend, family members, all that. So this is the process you will go through, right? Through social funnel, we call using the digital marketing platform, which is all the social media platform, right? Or the online purchase app, right? These are your flow while you are the so-called consumer, right? So I don't know. First thing, okay, maybe I pause here. I will ask question. Anyone can answer. When you come across a new product, okay, all right, then all the way through to action. So what is the most important thing, right, before you go ahead to purchase your product? Can I have someone? Maybe if you don't answer, then I will call the name.
Interest.
Interest, yes. What interests you? What your interest?
The brand.
The brand. So you go by brand.
Yes.
Thank you. Anyone else? So sorry, I come back to the same person just now. So budget is not an issue for you.
Yes, this is Russell. So.
Oh, Russell,
yes,
sorry.
Not an issue.
Budget, no issue.
Budget is not an issue.
Wow. Okay. Nice to hear that. Okay, next person. Which one comes first when you purchase something online?
I would say it's the reliability of the shop or the store.
So it's branding lah, kind of a trust brand.
Yeah.
Okay, so you always will patronize the same shop, so-called, because you already have the trust there, which is important. These are because the company already established their branding, so they have a loyal, consumer, also called the supporter out there, right? So they are not afraid of that. Just like me, die-hard Apple supporter, die-hard fan. So any Apple product, of course, I'm not purchasing every single product. I will pay notice, very focus, want to know, okay, this new product, is it good for me, all that, right? Now my next plan is I want to upgrade my phone to iPhone 13, right? Because it's a new product. I only got an iPhone 12, so they already attracted my attention. Next person. Thanks, coming. And Russell, next person, may I know what is your preference when it comes to online purchasing using the social funnel? Yeah. Note, that means awareness, all that, but you already heard from the other two. How about some of them? Can I have someone?
For me, maybe like if it's usable.
Usable, okay.
Yeah, so I don't really bother about brand or how much it costs lah. It's more
Okay.
of like whether it can be used lah.
Nice. Okay, so from here, roughly, I know your character. You are very practical, right? You are a person very practical. You want to make sure it's useful. You won't buy just for the sake of new launch product or friends have this product, I also must have, So you are very practical, which is good. Yeah, very good, because people are aware they don't spend, unnecessary, just spend to buy things that they are not going to use, right? Thanks, Charlie. Any more? Last one, last person, maybe can share. Hello, Jordan.
For me, it's like whether it's the product is useful or like the purpose of the product.
Purpose of product and useful or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jordan. So everyone have different views when you come to purchase items, all that. Nothing wrong. Okay. Some they don't care. Okay. They just want to go for the brand. Nothing wrong. Which is this day, yes. I know sneakers. I passed by. There's one. Wow. The other day I 300 plus. So I was telling my wife, I say, wow. But my wife was saying, definitely people will just buy. You know, it can be a collector items. Collector item means that you buy but you don't even use. You just place it there as a display, or wait for the value to shoot up. You know what I mean? That's why all the branded stuff, you know, now I probably you have seen like a lot of second-hand shop, right? They buy back or so-called you can sell your so-called product. Of course, it has to be genuine product, and they're willing to pay the amount, right? Let's say you have expensive watches, right? All those watches that you collected or sneakers, you never know one day. But now I know it's all the bags, basically all the boutique or big those expensive bags, whether it's Prada, Louis Vuitton or Chanel or whatever brand, and of course Rolex watches, right? These are the branded stuff. But in future, you never know. You might have a shop selling secondhand. Maybe I'm wrong. Is there a shop in Singapore or talking about Singapore? I'm not talking about overseas. I'm sure overseas they already have. They're selling second-hand sneakers, but expensive, like collected. I mean, collection type of sneakers. Any? Hello, anyone knows? Come across?
Sorry, about
There is, or is it?
what, sell second-hand shoes?
Also called maybe like just now I mentioned, maybe don't call second-hand in a way that collection, collectors items for sneakers.
Oh, I actually do that.
Oh, who is that? Sorry.
Russell.
Wow. Huh?
Russell.
You do the trading, all that?
Yeah, buy and sell.
Wow. So you have a lot of pocket money, I mean, so-called.
No comment.
Yes. Wow, not bad, huh? So you're really zoomed into the social media marketing already. So you post your stuff all online, everything, right?
I learned from him.
Sorry, can you speak louder? I can't hear.
My brother does it a lot, so I learned from him.
Oh, cool. Hey, it's a big business, no? Seriously, it's a big. Yeah, I have a student, your senior, not even IMGD. That one is called the diploma in multimedia and 3D and 3. I can't remember that old diploma title when I just joined. There's one student, lady. She specialized in what? Painting the shoes. That means create arts or visuals for the shoes, sneakers. Can be any shoes. When I say shoe, not necessarily sneakers. It can be ladies, all the branded shoes or sneakers or other type of shoes, any type. But do you know that her business is so good because there's one day she couldn't handle in one of the assignments. So I checked on her. I said, what happened? Then she said she got a lot of freelance job to do it. At first I thought that, design, Photoshop, all that freelance job, all the creative. He said, no, it's painted. You go and check it out, okay? I go and check the name, then you go to her Instagram or Facebook and check it out. She painted a lot, and a lot of orders are from overseas. That means she painted your sneakers, let's say, example, and this is the only pair in the world that you have this so-called design. Usually all those came to her, I mean, those shoes or sneakers, they are very plain, very normal. So they get her to paint, hand paint. And of course, the paint is, it has to sustainable, means is definitely waterproof materials, all that, So at the end, it's very unique. The only pair in the world, she told me. I will get her name, I'm going to check it out, then I get back to you or text you. You go and check. Hopefully she still continue with the business, but she's doing very, very well. I know she's doing very well that time. Yeah. And of course, per pair, she took about a few weeks, a month. Some are very complicated. It will take about 2 months. But of course, the longer that time that she need to so-called paint or render the stuff, then she will charge higher. But she enjoy because she said the concept, all that, the creative stuff that the client allowed her to inject anything. Of course, with the discussion approval from the client first, right? Yeah, and very interesting. She snapped some photos, very, very nice, very unique. Not fine art painting, not. It's just like imagine your sneaker, you want to draw, let's say, your favorite bears, or whatever character, or give her some example, she will follow exactly and paint it over. Very cool. Okay. Okay, next one, next slide. Okay, SWOT analysis for your small business. Okay, how you conduct. Okay, so these are the SWOT analysis. Okay, so you have the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and the threats, right? So all this you need to take note. Okay, these are the steps. Okay, what do you do well? Your strength. What is your strength? Right? Your weaknesses. How can you improve from there? The obstacles. Right? Right? The threats, like people, obstacles, what you face, how you overcome that. Then opportunities. What are your goals? Right? So all this, the flow, there's no particular flow, but you go by the word SWOT, so you have to start from here. Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats as it goes. Right? So take note of that. This might be one of your common test questions. I already give you the hint already, right? Because I don't want my student to fail common tests, right? So I already give you the hints, right? So take note, right? Analysis. So usually you start, right? To conduct, right? For the small business, how it goes to kick off. Let's say next time you want to have a startup, right? Maybe you should take note of all this, right? How you apply the SWOT, the concept into your business. Take note of that. Then, of course, the next slide already mentioned, right? As you can see, I'm not going to read through, right? So you can read from there, okay? Basically, right? So, oops. Okay, next slide. It jumped. My mouse is very sensitive. Okay, so social media metrics, reach, impression, reactions, comment, share, all that, right? I'm sure you just seen, right? That's why they have an emoji, all that, the icons, right? All the icons, whether your reaction, whether you likes or not, right? All the for you to to react or to respond to the topics that people share or post online, right? So there's many, right? Because you have all this follow up. Then impression, we often talk about which is bigger, the impressions or versus reach, right? So what do you think? Which one is bigger, in terms of numbers, right? As you can see here, impressions, right? Refer to the number of times of your ad or contents, right? Already shared or display on the social media. So you see, let's say that your ad from previous pop up on those people's screen a total 300 times by sharing, right? By sharing. That means the number of impression that ad is 300, right? But reach refer to the total number of people who have seen your ad or content. If 100 total people have seen your ad, that means your ad reach is 100, right? Also means the number of unique people who have seen your content. So okay, so you can see, right, from here. You can compare the number, right? by the time, right? John C, the post XYZ on his feed at 8 a.m., 12 noon, 6 p.m., the impression is 3. John C post XYZ on his feed, reach is 1. Right? You only see once. Here's 3 because it posts in different time frame. Imagine on different platform. Right? You're on different platform, right? It's spread, right? Because you share through Instagram, your friends share this app or share this article, then you share also, right? You think that it's interesting, so you will share with your circles of friends or wherever, connect to your social media platform, I mean different platform, whether Facebook, Twitter or whatever. So it's spread out, right? It's spread out. Reach is different. Reach is like what you see once only, right? People only see your app once, right? It can be displayed on one thing, not on the social media platform, but you just see the app only, right? But through social media, it's completely different. It's spread, right? It's spread. Especially you pay for this YouTube. Each time you go in, right, you will see different advertisement. All those are paid, chargeable time frame, just like on air. You want to have your advertisement advertised on TV? Yes, they will charge accordingly, right? Take note. So as a social media specialist, you need to aware of the statistics, which is very important, right? Just now we have a few role, right? Analysts, you're the one, right? To find out all this. What is the number, whether of this product, right? At the end, how many clicks of that particular social media platform for people click out to view your stuff, right? Or wherever they can collect all this data, right? So very interesting, right? Right. So of course, end of the day, the budget, right? You post and you need to trade off with the clicks, all that. Is it worth? There's no point you spend, example, $5,000 at the end, the return is only 100 clicks. I won't mind to pay slightly more, but at the end, I have 500K clicks. You know what I mean? Right. So you need to control the spending, all that, right? With the result and results. So you can see impression versus reach, right? Organic, Facebook, we're talking about Facebook, right? You can see one pay the viral, right? It's the same thing, viral thing, right? And this is reach. Okay, so take some time to read the content, but it doesn't just apply to Facebook lah. Put it this way, it can be all platforms, but this is just we capture from Facebook, okay? So you can take a read on others, probably you can check it out. Okay, let's move on. See, they have the data on all that Facebook impressions, viral, right? Especially the sample of Facebook app, they have captured all this, of course, right? And all this, like analysts, if you are working as the analyst, social media analyst, right? You need to capture all this data, right? See, since last month, this is just an example. So you need to capture almost like every month. Let's say the advertiser, the client, they want to post this or they paid for 3 months, over 3 months. So you need to capture all the 3 months data, the numbers, up or down, all that, which is very important, right? This is an extract from a Facebook app, so you must take note, right? So the number of user reach is always lesser than the number of impressions, right? Take note, right? So because this is from the Facebook. Okay, move on, right? How to measure? Okay, so CPM, cost per 1,000, but because the M is referring, the Miller refers to thousands in Latin. They use the word Latin. So CPM, cost per 1,000, in our common term. right? Then CPA, cost per acquisition, right? As you can see here, so they calculate in that way, right? Of course, unless you are behind the scene, the sales and marketing people will deal with all these numbers. But if you are just IM student, you deal with all the contents creation, regardless whether you're front end or the end. You won't involve in all these figures, right? Unless you are the marketing, just already say sales and marketing, right? Or maybe the social media analyst, right? You deal with, because you need to have this calculation for your client. They want to know, right? How much, right? Right? You paid for that, right? See, for that impression. Cost per 1,000 refer to the cost per 1,000 impressions. So see, if a website publisher charges $2, right? Cost per 1,000, that means an advertiser must pay $2 for every 1,000 impression of his ad. This is how they calculate. Okay. See, cost per acquisition, CPA, also known as cost per actions, right? So it's an online advertising pricing model where the advertiser pays, right? They have to pay for all these services. A sales, click, or form submit. All this money, it's not the click like, oh, customer click, everything, even like customer, I see the product, I want to purchase, all that already factor in the cost, right? It's a separate cost, you see? Sales, click, form, right? Because it all counts. By looking at this ad, social media ad, I registered. That is one so-called successful case already, because I registered, I'm interested. Then if I buy the product and transact, there's another example. It already captured you, right? So then the social media platform, they will charge the customer. Okay, how many people view, how many people purchase at the end of the day, or how many people submit form, example, right? It depends how it works, right? See, sign up, registration, all this count. They are not just advertised for you or just one click, that's it. Because any follow-up action, they also charge accordingly. Okay, just take note, right? Of course, as I say, likely you're not going to involve in I'm talking about when you're working as a professional out there, right? Unless you're really interested in all this, then you join the sales and marketing team in the social media company, dealing with social media, right? All those agencies, you can join them. Then probably you might involve in all this calculation or, yeah. Right, so here we have, so of course, Facebook introduced the new, the heart reaction. So they show support or all that, right? All this emoji, right? The likes, all that. Okay, so take note, nothing unusual, but it's just that it appears now a lot of social media platforms also have that, right? So see, comment, share, post, click, all that, right? It might count. If you are the advertiser, right? People give comment, then share, then, right? They click, all that, they count behind the scene, because that is the fee they will collect from the advertiser, right? So take note, it's not free, because you are not a advertiser. You also call what you are just a user or consumer, so they won't charge you. But all the fees, the chargeable fee, it goes to your, goes to the advertiser, right? See, engagement, the metrics engagement on Facebook, you can see all this similar, right? On Instagram, on Twitter, right? I'm not going to read through, but since you already have the slide, you can take some time to go through to understand. Okay, yeah, but I can give you a hint. Your common test might have this so-called, right? Might come up from here. Okay, engagement rate, right? So it's receiving from audience. Again, they count, right? They count. So yeah, Instagram is known for the higher engagement rate than other social media networks. Benchmark for Instagram, 3 to 6%. Benchmark for Facebook, 0.073%. Linking, Twitter. See, all these people will compare, right? Not at our level, not even my level. I don't understand, or I understand the rationale behind, but I'm not involved in that. Only the team, as I say already, they are into the data, all this analysis, right? The position or the sales and marketing people, then they will capture all these figures at the end of the day or every quarter or months or whatever, it depends the period, right? Because they need to produce, right? Also call to the client to tell them, right? You want to sell or you want to post your ad, advertise your ad on all those social media, which is the best platform, unless the client say, oh, doesn't matter, I have the budget. Every platform I also want to, post or I want to advertise. That's fine. But some selective one, they don't want to waste unnecessary money, so they just want to target, okay, or the highest, engagement platform, right, with the client. I mean, with the audience, right? They want to go for the highest audience rate, right, engagement rate. So they will just look up or pick one or two, right? Okay, Instagram, right? The game is getting tougher. See, as you see here, right? Same thing. They also have digital marketing community. Yeah, so they have all this data that you can read through. But of course, this is outdated, 2019. So you might want to change. Okay, you might want to change. I'm not change. Sorry, you might want to check. Sorry, check. Okay, get updates. Okay, get updates of the data, latest, all that. Every year they will have a different data, okay, to post, okay, report, right? Of course, all those marketing company, they will check, okay? They will check behind the scenes or whatever. Even they don't share, okay? They don't want to share with public, but they already done all the checks already. See, average engagement for Instagram is 1.6%, right? Okay, next one, right? See, right? Remember our friend here, the influencer, right? So you can check, right? See how much is a post worth. And here's a fun tool to let you decide how much an influencer post is worth. So you can check. Now, here, the calculator, right? You can find out. Then Mian, we post it there as well, right? So you can see estimated earning per post, earning per post. That's why, right? Some influencers are saying social media, they're selling hotcakes. I mean, they get the right people, celebrities to come in, then the advertiser, right? They engage, right? All these celebrities or famous individual to promote their product. It helps. It really helps somehow, right? Because people just with a mobile phone right in front of them, they just watch because you don't have to pay for any single fee, right? That's why you use YouTube, right? Correct me. On and off, they will pop up, ask you to subscribe, right, this day, or give a 1-month trial free or something like that. See? So it's an indication. Sooner or later, they're going to have this subscription mode, like it or not, right? You want to use their YouTube, they're going to charge you later, okay? How much is the fee? Nobody knows, right? Because there is a starting point. Right now, they will tell you, right? You want to avoid or annoy those, this advertisement, right? Quite annoying. So you try to avoid them or try to hide them, but you need to subscribe or pay for that, right? But if the rate is getting higher, also called, I'm sure they are one of the highest, they might impose the subscription like Adobe. You want to use the application, you have to pay for that, right? Using the subscription mode, right? Okay, next slide. So same thing, right? See, you can take a look, right? Engagement rate, maybe here is because due to students, many students or not. So that's why we looks good. The figure, right? Engagement rate. But does it reflect anything more? Because this is individual, right? Versus institution and institution. So you cannot compare that, you know what I mean? But when come to income, well, she collected a lot. And here as an institution, we don't collect all these social media fees. We pay, right? We pay. We have to pay for the advertisement. See, there's a formula out there by Facebook. See, you want to know, right? The formula, of course, the link is here, right? You can just try out, okay? If you want to find out more, right? So understanding how users are reacting, okay? So you can, the total engaged user, the engaged defined as a reaction, likes, comment, share, all that, right? So you can do a sum here, right? If you want to find out more. Okay, move on. Okay. Twitter, also same thing, right? Just now it's Facebook, Twitter. Then of course we have the Instagram. See, all their formula, they have a different formula, right? Again, these are all the sales and marketing people, right? All those analysts, they collect all this data stuff. They have to follow, right? They will follow up with all this, using the formula and do the calculation, right? Before they present to their potential client, to say that, hey, Instagram did very well compared to others, blah blah blah, right? But they have to use behind the scene. They have to use this, right, to share after they have collected some data somewhere. Then they will do the calculation. We have, this is our ex-students, which is your senior. Okay, so that time we post in this MVB studio, right? So you can see here, right? Then we use because it's a Facebook, right, engagement. So you see, so we use that, right? Total engaged user, 1,044, right? User. So how many posts, like, love, wow, comments, post, click, you see, clicks only, right? So you add up, well, total reach is 1,454, right? So you do the math and it's 71.8%. This is how you calculate. See, the likes, the love, the wow, the comments, all calculated. To us, we thought that, okay, it just, click, right? You see, the figure is here, right? So it's very detailed, right? You capture that, performance for your post. You can check on, right? You can't hide, all this figure is there. How many people like your stuff or like your articles or comments or share, right? All will be reflected there, right? See, likes on post, on share, right? I'm sure sometimes you like, you don't even say anything, you just, people post something, you just like, or share. People share something, you just click likes, right? This is how it works, right? Of course, right? Here we talk about engagement. We also talk about some key statistics. Just now we already mentioned, right? So digital ad today, no matter how many times we flash to a consumer, well, but it does not equate to a purchase, right? Because at the end of the day, you can advertisement across all the social media platform. They advertise the same product, but you are just look see only and move on. Because end of the day, you have the say, final say, the control, right? You just want to understand, but you are not interested to, to purchase. Oh, so to the client is they miss the boat. That means they miss one potential client because they only advertise, but the consumer didn't purchase, move forward and purchase. So end of the day, you have the final say, we as a consumer, okay? Regardless how much they pay for the advertisement, all that, right? Doesn't matter. No, you don't click to purchase, you don't pay, right? Sometimes I save, the product that I want, but in the end, I delete, I didn't, complete the whole cycle. I mean to purchase, go ahead and purchase because I decided not to buy. So you have the control at all, right? Remember. Framework for digital world, right? Attention, interest, search, action, and share, right? This is for sure, right? We always share at the end, action. Because once you search action and you try the product, it's good, and likely you will share with your friend. Hey, I bought this. Hey, I got this. Very cool. What? Then word will spread. Not through you, maybe someone else already through, or maybe you already got the info from someone else, your friends. So from there, you also go and purchase something, do a research, then you take action to purchase, then you share with more friends. Nothing wrong. Okay, because sometimes the attention can be very slow from the consumer, or especially this part. Get attention is there, but the interest, is it there? Nobody knows. Sometimes it says, nothing. It just say, yeah, looks good, the appearance looks good, the look and feel looks good, but not interested, for whatever reason. So it's not easy. Okay, now it's 10:30. I'm going to call a short break. Okay, let's have a 15 minutes break, 10:45. I just want to elaborate rather than just quickly and tap and go. Then you guys are not sure or not clear about the topics, you see. So sometimes I will hold back a while, but I'll try my best. Okay, let's move on. So anything on social? This is what we can do, a lot of things this day, okay? Whether it's you post as an app, or viral video, share, post, a live video, right? So you can reach out to many people as long your topics is very interesting, right? People want to see, right? Of course, it has to be quality content, right? Quality contents, then you will share by many people, right? You will share, right? Unless, even I'm sure you look at the TikTok, right? Sometimes you browse very fast because you not interested. When you look at some of the contents, right? It's not what you want, or boring, so you skip very fast, even not complete the play back the video at all. Okay, so see now here the social media value chain. As you can see just now earlier, the share, create, talk, work, buy, sell, and learn, right? So there's an environment of this social media. It's like a volcano, and suddenly, it erupts with warning. Then, within a few short years, we have seen a even expanding domain of activities, channels, even technology. Of course, technology play a very, very important part, right? It can change. Now they change our lives, right? I'm sure Every day you wake up, you don't tell me you don't, when you look at your mobile, you don't even look at your social media stuff. I don't know, maybe you're unique, you install a lot of social media platform, but yet you don't really follow. Is that you? I'm pretty sure when you wake up, once you wash out or whatever, that you have some time, you look at every day without fail. Regardless of which platform you're looking at, you will do a quick browse or whatever. You want to find out what is the latest, or anyone share interesting stuff, or a friend was someone that you actually knew in person, suddenly pop out in your platform, right? So you know how this whole thing works, basically, in short, right? Okay, let's move on, right? So channel role, as you can see, right? So as you go, the attention, the interest, all that, the framework of a digital world. Okay, so you have an interest, then definitely you will set up something, to the subscriber, once together. I mean, especially the commercial side, I mean the company side, right? They got all the interest from people, all that, then they know after they got the report from the sales and marketing, right, department, then they know how to focus, okay, how to work out a campaign to attract people, right? So that's why later your CAs as well as your assignment one is want you to create a campaign, okay, using the social media platform, okay, a plan, okay, you plan so a campaign across the calendar, right? Period. Then what are the events you think that you can beef up the overall, the campaign, or attract more people attention, right? Yeah. Right. So see, this is the earn, own, and the bought framework, right? You can see whether you paid, you owned, or you earned, right? You have different, all this platform, right? So this is a very comprehensive media, right? The ecosystem, you can see, right? You pay for all this. You have to pay one, definitely. No FOC, unfortunately, no FOC. So if you are a company, you want to advertise something, right? So all this you have to pay to the company, the service company, right? So then you own, of course you own, because you're the one who created that, right? You're the client, you pay your content, what you want to show, all that, right? All the search, right, engine, everything behind your contents, then your consumer relationship, all that, right? You own all these rights, then you earn as well, right? You earned because all the feedback people come in, I mean, talking about your site or your product, right? So you earn that. So it's not that, I mean, it's a ecosystem, as you can see, right? Of course, it's not one day job, right? It's through a lot of planning behind the scene, right? So that's why company now these days, a lot of company, they deal with social media media platform, right? They create all that. So client, they try to avoid all those issues. They just pay for the service. They get people to create contents, everything. Then they pay, right? All the advertised platform, right? All the platform for advertising their product. So, but at the end, you earn all this because good or bad, the feedback of the product or your contents, people will share there. Right. So yeah, this is how it works in the system, as a system there, right? So now think about social, right? Think about social. Okay. So how do we think about social then, right? So oftentimes people say, I want to do social. So we need people to know about us. So you have to go for the or this platform, right? Then social can make business forward, right? Right, so you can have a viral video, right, which is I kind of share with you right now, right? As you can see here, a Volvo truck. I don't know, is there a special effect there? I don't know, but I only can tell you it definitely will attract people. Okay, this actor, I think is old days very famous, Van Damme, which is I think it's more like so-called those kung fu, not kung fu like action pack actor. You know, a lot of fighting scene. I didn't really watch his movie, by the way. Okay, so they want to see something. So this Volvo trucks, right? Advertisement, you know, pay him to do the stunt, right? See, they do the stunt for that. Whether it's real or not real, I don't know, but it really attracts. See, how many viewers out there, right? So you have seen this video, right? Now let's watch a quick one. Hopefully the link is there. Yes.
I've had my ups and downs, my fair share of bumpy roads and heavy winds. That's what made me what I am today. Now I stand here before you. What you see is a body crafted to perfection. A pair of legs engineered to defy the laws of physics. And a mindset to master the most epic of splits. Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say if your love grows as your heart shows? Only time.
Okay. Do you watch carefully? I don't know whether you pay attention. Again, I'm not
Somebody
gonna.
crafted.
You watch, actually it's reversing. Am I right? Or illusion? The truck is like reversing. Yep. You look at the wheel, it's reversing. But anyway, this is not what. According to the report, it's one take. This whole entire video is one take. There's no cut, like just now you have seen here. Straight away, the camera pan out, then take the full scene, right? Capture the full scene. So you can see this is how the viral video, it can spread, right? Especially if you have celebrities or your favorite celebrities, you know, whoever out there featured in the video, right? Then we're going to see some more touching, right? More touching video, this one, okay? No, but I want you to watch this because it's very touching of that particular, this video, which is, I love it. Probably you might in tears, I don't know. I mean, as a normal human,
Notification.
It's a Thai advertisement, okay, from Thailand.
Spreadsheet.
Very, very interesting, right? Very emotion kind of this TV advertisement commercial. They call TV commercial. Thailand, they are very famous in that. I have a few friends last time when I'm in the industry, especially their TV commercial is very active out there and different platform, and they are very creative. Okay, I hate to use the word cheap and good, but they are really, literally, they are really, really solid, very good. Okay, then one more video I would like to share. This one also. Oops, not good. That means I didn't share this one. I didn't create the link, but never mind. Let's go and watch another very touching video. Also from Thailand.
Keeps going up. Cryptocurrencies keep
Okay,
going
you
up.
can see
NFTs
all
keep
this.
going up. Real estate keeps going up. It seems like everyone is.
Okay, all this have to pay, regardless what are the topics all about, right? Each time you want to avoid this, you have to subscribe. This is what YouTube prompt you, right? Trial, pay the service fee, and they will get rid of all this advertisement. Okay, enjoy this one. I like this one.
ที่ทำเลทองทำอะไรก็กำไร
ซื้อเลยไหมครับนาย
เขาขายไหม
ขายครับ
ขายใช่ไหม
ขาย
เท่าไหร่
กินก่อนเดี๋ยวค่อยว่ากัน เอาอะไรดีพวกกิ้งมะอร่อย
เอาไข่พะโล้ครับป้า
ได้ อ่ะ เปิดเทอมแล้วเหรอ
ไปแล้วครับ
ไปนั่งก่อน
เอาไข่พะโล้ด้วย
ได้
ไม่ได้สั่ง
ฟรีถ้าไม่พอก็ไปตักเพิ่ม น้ำซุปก็มีนะ
ก่อนเลยพี่
นี่ วันนี้มีน้ำใบเตยต้มสดนะ ไอ้ขาวเราแป๊บ
สรุปเท่าไหร่
35 บาท
ตึกเนี่ยนะ
ข้าว
อ้าว ไม่ขายตึก
ตึกไม่ขาย
อ้าวเหรอ แล้วขายถูกอย่างเงี้ยได้ไหน
นุ่น นักศึกษา จะได้มีเงินไปจ่ายค่าเทอม พนักงานออฟฟิศก็พอจะมีเงินเก็บบ้างตอนสิ้นเดือน พวกมอเตอร์ไซค์จะได้มีค่าน้ำมันไปวิ่งรถ ลุงนั่น กินตั้งแต่เปิดร้านใหม่ๆ จนอยู่เนี้ยไม่ต้องเช่ารถเขาขับแล้วนุ่น มีเหลือเท่าไหร่ก็ให้ลูกหมดและไอ้ขาวจะได้มีข้าวกินทุกวัน 35 บาท
สรุปซื้อไหมครับนาย
ซื้อก็กล่องมาฝาก
ขอบคุณครับ
เ
35 ปี บางจาก Growing a business ครับ
Okay, quite touching, right? I hope you feel that. Personally, I love the concept behind, right? You have money doesn't mean that you can own everything, right? So that is the message you send behind. Okay, this one probably you have seen. This is shot by Singapore. I think I can't remember the production house. Yeah. So I mean, also quite interesting. Let's take a look. Okay, where I play. I hope the link is there. I think you have watched before or seen. How many in tears or not at all, sleeping or play games, doesn't matter. Okay, so it's a very touching video. But the next one definitely will wake you up. Those who are sleeping. Okay, this one we watched already. This one. Our own alien Michelle Chong. Okay, I warn you, this video, they have some vulgar words, all the Hokkien vulgar words, because it's alien. Sorry. So just for fun, watch it. But I can tell you, see the response, or so-called views, right? Outcome. See? So the power of the video, right? This is not TikTok. This is not TikTok. This is actual video they shot, right? But interestingly, right? The topics, I mean, maybe you follow, I don't know, but I'm just saying there's two. Let's watch the two. It's short one. It's a very short one. Don't worry. But watch, take note of the vulgar word. I warn you first. Again, you see, your advertisement, you can't avoid.
Doing 懒觉
Is there a problem here?
靠，会讲啊
Move, bitch!
！Move 就 move 咯。You also never use tissue paper to chop I tell you, you want to 追林北 can, but you better wake up your idea. In this kind of place, no goods, no talk, no guts, no glory. You see this one? Damn power one, damn addicting one. You think Singapore don't have this kind of thing? You better don't see us no up. 你最好跟我小心一点，老娘不是好惹的。他妈的！
That Singapore alien is so hot.
Okay, we have second one. Just for fun only, don't take it too serious, but it's just that, well, we show online. Mind the language.
You're the new girl, right?
But then, wow, your hair CBA champion,
You like spicy food?
Of course lah, I'm from Singapore You thought I'm Japanese
Oh, well, my girlfriend, she's Mexican.
Oh, Mexican, I know. Taco Bell.
She left these.
Kanina lah, what's that? Green chili Green chili not spicy one lah. I take this one for what? Make mee rebus Siam lah.
Right, it's just for fun, right? As you can see, right? So I mean, I'm sure they have done many. Okay, you're interested, you go and check it out. Right. So the viral video, that's what we're talking about here. Right. People can't wait and see. Right. Whether you can say they frame them as kepo. Right. Try, follow all those, but right, some topics, it just, it clicks you are interested, like just now the few video, I mean the commercial app, TV app from Thailand, all that, right? Some people like that kind of very warming kind of a video, but some they like, like just now this Michelle Chong version, right, with all kinds of Singlish, or more daring kind of a language. So individual, it's up to individual, but again, there will be a group of people, so-called the consumer, or so-called the viewers, this case, viewers, because we view. So viewers, they are interested in all these topics, okay? Or, you click them, they like it, then they will follow. So they share. So that's how they generate all the figures behind, right? So, see, just now give me a viral, and this is a virus as you compare, right? Viral infections, they give me a virus, right? And you can compare. See? Viral video, viral infections, right? So you can think the viral video is important. I mean, if you have a nice, solid contents, okay, it can grow very fast, right? People, they share the video. Probably some of you, first time you watch the Thailand TV commercial or the Michelle Chong just now, those alien, you might reshare with your friends, or you really take down the link and share with them. Nothing wrong, nothing wrong. This is, yeah, I mean normal when you apply the social media, that kind of thoughts, sharing, all that, nothing wrong. So as you can see, right? So you can create a series of content and it's sustainable, right? Especially, I put it this way, the Korean drama, right? This day people watch Korean drama. Okay, maybe the one that not famous called what? The Squid Game, right? Yeah, have you watched that? Yes, I watched, but I didn't follow every episode. It just one jump off only while my wife and daughter watching. So, but I didn't really follow. But some people, they follow through, right? Because you already engaged really with that. You love the story, you like the concept behind. So you follow exactly from episode 1 all the way. I don't know about episode, by the way. I'm just saying, or any other drama, or any shows, or or it can be a variety show or anything on TV. You might follow, right? Or follow the actor just because this movie acted by this famous actor or actress. You just follow. So you are a diehard fan, supporter, right? Nothing wrong. So this is how it works there, right? It can be a mainstream eventually, just a video, right? Beside, of course, games, all that, there's other topics as well. So YouTube, they have the second largest search engine, right? So their second search engine, you can watch content like just now you see, all those, but of course they also have a lot of advertisement. That's why just now when I click each time, they have the advertisement pop up, different advertisement. Yeah, this is like ad space, right? Like TV, I only did once, throughout my, I only did one TV commercial once only. That was my early days when I was with an agency. Okay, then subsequent I didn't involve at all. I only know that you've done that, you've done the shot, everything, after edit, everything, then you buy the ad space. Of course, Singapore, if it's in Singapore, you buy from MediaCorp. Okay, but if you overseas, then you buy from whichever the channel that all chargeable. They go by seconds. So just now the Thailand TV commercial, the two commercial that I share, each one is about 3 minutes plus. It's really, really expensive if you're going to show in Singapore. So probably because of the market, Thailand, their so-called advertising, there is, the market is huge. The response is there, so-called, they're very popular with TV commercial. All right, so that's why maybe the airtime is much cheaper compared to Singapore. Right, 3 minutes is a long. Usually, if you pay attention next time you watch TV, our local TV app, okay, it's either the max is 30 seconds. Of course, the government, the COVID thing, the campaign, that one is paid by ministry. We don't mention, but I'm talking about commercial, literally product promotion or whatever. You can see it's 30 seconds maximum. Okay, take note. Right. Okay, move on. Okay, so people will browse, you know what I mean, right? They will look at all this, right? Content make edit for YouTube, then emotional connection, like just now some of the video. So they can target wider audience. Now Netflix, right? I'm sure some of you subscribe, right? Because of the lockdown or close down of the cinema. Of course, Singapore is slowly open up. So that's why a lot of those actress, they sign the contract, right? They next week engage them to do whether series or movies, one-off, right? They pay them quite a huge amount to do that, because why? The actor or actress also want to continue, right? Because no more movie, or maybe the production stops, all that, so they want to have an engagement with the audience. So they won't mind to take up some small project, or maybe, of course, the amount cannot compare to the actual movie theater. So not that significant in terms of the pay, but they won't mind because they still want to continue to connect with their supporters or their audience, right? So it's important, right? So nothing wrong. So here you see people who browse inspiration, engaging, new contents. We can't wait for new contents, right? I'm sure those who watch the Squid Game, I heard that they're gonna have they plan for the second sequel. I don't know when, but that's what they say, because it's really first time, overwhelmed. First, they break all the records across all countries, right? Number one. Right, this is another one that you can take a look. Okay, the temple with all the chips, right? Right, the Pringles is the chips, all that, very interesting, right? So you can watch it by yourself. Okay, I'm gonna go fast now. So help content should capture intent, educate and inform. So by just now watching the TV commercial from Thailand, they educate you, right? There's a meaningful out there, or even our local, the wedding banquet, right? Right? So talking about the worst parents in the world, blah, blah, blah. It kept your attention, right? Right? The whole story is a twist, right? So that's why there is all this advertisement or so-called TV commercial. They also want to, they try to be creative, make the contents, very unique, so they can, attract viewers, attention. Okay. So why subscriber pay off, right? So the engagement, all that they have, See, I heard some noise behind. Can someone switch off your mic? It happened that you switch on your mic. There's some noise behind there. Thank you. Okay, so everyone, YouTuber want to increase their fan base, right? So yeah, so they will get people to subscribe, right? Especially those. That's why you see all the YouTube play. They want you to subscribe their video or follow with them, right? So at least you are more like showing you're more loyal to the particular brand or the person, right? This is how it works this day. See? So you have that subscriber. It's just like Netflix, right? Or whatever, Disney Plus, HBO or whatever, right? So you have that, then you can access to their contents. For their subscriber. Then you have their serial, the episode, right? All that. Then the schedule, TV show, the time frame, the contents. So you have all this, whether you already subscribe or not, but they have a big crowd out there. right? The subscriber, that's huge. Netflix is doing very, very well, as far as I know. I think their subscriber rate is not in terms of fees. I'm talking about the numbers of subscriber. I think it's higher than Disney Plus and HBO and some of all those this TV channel, cable channels, right? Yeah, just take note. Okay, see where your brand's content should lie. See, so always it's about your consumer. End of the day, it's about your consumer. Okay, then authentic brand, make sure your brand, right, is there. Like just now, there's one student was saying that, you trust the brand well, all that. So how you position your own brand, right? So yeah, think about what your brand can speak out for. Okay, so here, always remember, quality contents, we have 3 parts: entertain, educate, and inspire. Okay, you inspire you, right? So you can have all this content, which is very important, right? With your viewers, if you have all those video content or content that you post. So make sure you have, not say make sure, in a way it should cover all these 3 areas: entertain, educate, and inspire. All right, because you inspire, especially the inspiration you give, you created for people is there, and tell people what are the right and wrong, or positive, negative stuff, right? So it's still up to people, right? Recently, there's a news, right? Singapore government, they are banned one lady, I can't remember a lady, she posted in all the social media, not all, I think Facebook or a few. So now got banned. Even the Facebook channel or Twitter, they banned her account, also called closed, because she broadcast wrong info. Okay, send wrong info to Singaporean to mention about the vaccination. Okay, all the negative part of vaccination, right? So it caused a lot of people. But again, there's a group of people really trust what she said, follow her. Until now, the government stepped in. You can read the news, go and check it out. One lady, Singapore. I think now the next action is government is going after her. Okay, because she's not responsible for what she posts. She posted on the social media platform especially. And the most sensitive issue, the vaccination, right? So now right? Yesterday they announced, right? The government not going to pay the medical fee, right? If the person never get not get their jab vaccinated, right? And got infected by this COVID, then they hospitalized. All the medical bills will be borne by the person, right? So take note. But I'm sure you're already vaccinated, or if your family member have not, please get them to do it as soon as possible, because I don't know when they start that, right? Once the person admitted to hospital due to COVID and the person did not do any jab yet, and he or she going to pay the own medical bills, right? And which is very costly, not very cheap. It's very expensive, right? Because the ART kits, right? Yeah, it already costs about $10 just for one test, right? So imagine you have that. Thank God that you want one test, you can last you for a week. Okay, so media contents, social media contents, as you can see here, right? What people are looking at, sale and discount, right? They're always looking at all this, nothing wrong, right? We consumer always want valuable stuff, right? So they want to make sure. So these are the figure. You can see what consumer wants, what marketers want. You see the client, the company wants. See, so you can see the difference. Discount and sales is number one. Right. So before you develop an effective marketing strategy, your first need is to really understand your organization and market, right? Which is very important, right? You haven't come up with anything, you must really understand, okay, about your organization and market especially. Is it existing, right? Whether the contents or the product, is it existing? Or worse, people already done before, right? So how you compete the rival, right? How you compete with them, So know your business, know your product, right? Know your audience, which is the market, link with the market. Very important, right? So you don't just jump and just whack. Without all this survey, understanding the market, the audience, the consumer part, or the product itself, the service, you were at the end, you were at the losing end, regardless how much you have, right? You can have millions of dollars, but at the end, you don't see the results, right? Because end of the day, you pay so much, you make sure, right? You get a good feedback from the consumer and support and continue, buying a product, all that. But if it's a negative, then people are not going to continue to support your brand. So you need to understand, get your message across quickly, right? Value proposition or elevator pitch. Elevator pitch, okay, means you do it fast on a video. They call elevator video pitch, means using the video to sell. Right? That's why now they got celebrity go online to do the live, right, streaming to promote the product. Right? They know how you make money. End of the day, you can spend a lot of time, day and night thinking of your strategy, how to promote, but end of the day, you want to see this in return for your company, right? No company going to throw money there, then no return, no revenue. I don't think any company would do that, okay? So every company, all the bosses, they have to report back to the shareholders, right? How much they make, the KPI per month, per year, you have to reach, right? If not, company are not doing well, so then they will close down one day, definitely, right? Of course, very important. Your customer, who are your customer, and what drives them, right? Persona and journey. Later you will know. You will do your CA. Okay, let's move on. Next one is right. So objective first campaign framework. So you can see here, set objective, define KPI, design tactics, right? Execute campaign, measures, outcome, then optimize result. Okay, here are the campaign. Okay, so the objectives, you have to kick off with this first, right? The key objective, work towards the result, understand everything. These are the question or so-called guidelines for you, right? How you do it. Then what do you want to accomplish? You can't run away any one of this. Increase sales, get new customer, right? You don't continue, let's say even you have 50,000, then every year is 50,000, that's it, full stop. Then others, they grow, right? They have a growth of the consumer to support other products. I'm sure you want to get more consumer, right? Especially of course, those loyalty one, you don't count, but new one, it attract. Then brand awareness, which is very important. Without this, you will without this. Nobody knows about your brand, then how you're going to attract the new consumer? Somewhere you have to promote your brand, right? So all this, in order actually is bottom up. Get the brand known, you attract new customer, then you will increase the sales. So these are the important points, right? So first thing first, right? What are your objectives? What you want, right? When you plan the campaign. So SMART, best objectives are SMART. Okay, take note lah. This might be another hint, common test questions. Okay. So you have specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time bound, right? You need to know that, right? So by being smart about it, right? How do you define your objectives? So SMART. These are the 5 steps, right? Take note. So what is SMART? Okay. So what SMART you have, right? So you have all this, and these are just a spec for you to understand. I'm not going to go read through, but is our objective, this time frame is to drive specific and tied to business model from X to Y. Okay, something that you increase, you move. So this case, raise brand awareness using MP, all right, to drive, right, to attract more. Another 50K, right, visitors. Of course, ultimately is student, right, to visit the website, or it can be our social, there's apps, right, which is feature MP, our own MP, right, in Facebook, right, Twitter or Instagram, blah, 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 all this, you want to have that, right? So this is just an example for you to understand, right? And this quarter, get 1,000 new Starbucks membership sign up by student outreach this quarter. So they have, you know, right, every year, all the polytechnics, not just Ngee-Ann, right? When during the open house, which is January next, I think some of you, they already know, if I'm not wrong, or some of you already sign up, right? They call for helpers, right? To promote, help to promote MP, right? Awareness, the brand awareness, okay? Of course, not every student, potential student will pick MP, right? Because they might not have a relevant courses or diploma they want, right? But the intention is get them to visit first, right? Then, because if you don't promote or don't understand, right, about the whole thing, I mean, they don't know about MP, maybe in their mind they only know SP or TP, but they didn't know about other polytechnics. So the purpose is to get new visitors, okay, to visit our website or any other platform, to know more about Ngee-Ann Poly, whether courses or environment or whatever, right? So this is how we do during the open house campaign. So now is your first CA, okay? CA, you have 4 parts of CA. This is first part, take note, right? What you need to do. Forget about the 10 minutes, okay? This is face-to-face, thank God, this is HBL. If face-to-face, usually we will practice that. We will set the limit, the time frame for you to do your CA on the spot. So there's 2 scenarios for you to think of, okay? Pick one only, You are working for artisan coffee and bakery, okay? One of the so-called coffee or cafe, Silver Monkey, okay, that is gaining popularity in west side of Singapore. It needs your help to increase sales from 2 p.m. to close 5 p.m. So within 3 hours, okay, so want you to do what? Set objectives, okay, using the SMART objective for your boss, that means the company boss. Scenario 2, you are a digital marketer at Ngee-Ann Poly, at MP. It needs you to raise interest of the registration of their diploma. In this case, we use our immersive media in next 3 months. This is 3 hours, this is 3 months. So your first CA, how you want to set the objective, how you want to achieve, right? This is first CA, right? So we have some, if I'm not wrong, yes, we have some guidelines. Okay, my next slide. Okay, objectives 2 and KPI, right? So is KPI is quantifiable business metric used to evaluate factors critical to the success of an organization. So primary KPI, yes, when you work in the industry, so-called, especially the sales and marketing people. If you are in the production team, usually there's no measurable KPI, but the boss of the department, yes, they might have to report that. But for sales and marketing, usually all companies' KPI will go to the sales and marketing, right? So you want to know the revenue made between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m., 3 hours. Then secondary KPI, number of satisfied customer between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Okay, something like that, giving you an example. Okay, so you take note of that for your CA1, the part 1, this one. Okay, then now CA2, part 2, same scenario, pick one. Actually, throughout the 4 parts, you only pick one. You don't jump. No, part 1, you take the silver monkey, then part 2, you take the neon poly. No, you stick to one throughout all the 4 CAs. Now, define the KPI, which is just now we mentioned that already. All right. First one is the objective, right? Just now we mentioned about the SMART objectives, right? Then second, define the KPI, something like that. Okay, give you a guide. Say all solo, these are solo. Okay, 3. Okay, this is the third one coming up. I'm gonna tell you now, right? You are who is your audience and to use. Okay, where's the other slide? Oops, where is my part 3? My part 3 is not here. Oh, part 3 is below, sorry, I made a mistake, I rearranged the slide. Okay, so who is our audience and how to reach them? Okay, so your geographic segmentation, right? So you need to look at market, region, country, okay, all this, but this is definitely doesn't apply to your CA because it's out of Singapore. The 2 scenario, silver monkey and neon, is all local, right? So demographic, okay, same thing. This one is more like persona, right? So same thing, the age, gender, income, all that you need to find out. Okay, who are they, all that, especially O-level students, right? Am I right? Yeah, of course they don't have income, but in a way, their education from which secondary school, which ITE, all that. Yes, usually MP they will reach out to all this, especially the O-level students from various secondary school, right? They know that next year they will finish their O-level. So that's why open house, I was told the coming open house in January, the campus will open up. Yes, for this, conduct in face-to-face mode. That means for parents, for potential students to visit the campus. In person, yes, in person. That means no more this lockdown. That's why week 6, after there's white space on week 5, week 6, we're going to open up back to campus, okay, for our lessons. That one I will decide later. I will check first. I want to check it details because I want to make sure the classroom already there for us, reserved for us, because I was told after the lockdowns that some classroom being replaced by something else or used for something else, right? So take note of all this, behavior, benefits, all that. Take note, okay, who is our audience? Very clear, right? Very clear. The first scenario, the silver monkey, I think that is reach out to public, okay, and how we reach them. Second one is MP. So you already narrow down your target audience, which is the potential. Those are parents and their child, the student, potential student, right? So next one. So of course your consumer, right? You need to define your consumer. So with that, right, you understand with this, who is your consumer now? You need to define all your. We are using this the persona planner, okay, to help you to work out your consumer data. Okay, so who are the person, description, all that, right? So you can use this. Okay, there's a consumer barometer, right? To take note, to work out something, okay, for your this coming up the CA3 later, CA part 3. So you can see, right? So these are the data, right, from Google. They capture, right? So they capture for the consumer they are looking at. Hey, how come my mouse keep on jumping? Okay, see, right? So you can take a look on this. Then, of course, behavior. Earlier one, right? Earlier one is, right, the info descriptor, right? Describe about the person, all that. Then follow how they use social, motivator, why they use social, right? Of that person, don't get wrong, because you need to describe your audience, also call your target audience, which is, if your first scenario is public, second scenario is student, potential student. What motivates them? Okay, what are the typical behavior? Okay, these are the one that you can, as detailed as possible, because past batch we have students say, the working on this SMB, they say, they ask, they say how detailed. It depends. Okay, some very detailed, some is just one line, one sentence, say, use social media platform, full stop. So it depends how detailed, because all this is just an exercise. So we hope you can really take this opportunity to practice like real thing, you are working in a social media company, right? You are engaged with that and to do all the campaign, conduct the campaign using the two scenario like this case, right? Yeah. So behaviors and motivators, right? These are the things that you can, right? Can take like question to answer, right? Consumer groups, right? People are engaging on relevant to their brands. The content pillar. Okay, how do they engage with their content around your topics? Are they using the social media platform? They're using what? Instagram, blah, 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 right? Are they like to create contents, right? Are they like to create contents, all that, right? Are they like to share content? Are they the people, or they just come in and visit only, right? Watch, read, that's it, full stop, and go off, right? I'm sure some of you share your content or you create your own content. If you are in the TikTok or Instagram, right? You post your contents, right? How many people are sharing that content? Something like that, right? So of course you can add on. This is just some basic, some question only. You might have more than this, right? Of that person that you are, which is your target audience. Take note. Then Facebook Insight, see, this is Facebook. All right, they have, see, they even the couple, woman and men, see the gender, right? They have different, right? Of course, this is US. Wow, 150 to 200 million people, right? So they have that, how many percent, all that percentage, right? So just take note. Of course, you have to do your own research, find out, for the CA's exercise, right? This is too detailed. This is definitely too detailed. but it's something that's simple enough that you can cover. Later, I'm going to show you some of the passwords submitted by student, by your seniors. Okay, then next one, keyhole, right? Right, you must have some of this to support your DCA, because you have to do some research, right, to get the data, because you are promoting the campaign right now. You are creating a new campaign. Right, okay, keyhole. What is keyhole? Keyhole is a tool that to find relatable or usable hashtags. Okay, so here is the statistics for the the hashtag provided. Okay, see, they use all this, right, as a guide. Then behaviors, motivators, right, again, right, you can see. Then again, here you see, we'll give you a sample so you can follow, not say follow in a way, understand what's supposed to be there. You want to write down, right? You can jot down the points in point form, whichever you like, right? Which is important, right? Because this is to at least define your target persona. Okay, ideally it's a real person. If not, it can be a fake one, but even fake, you must, let's say, put a name, age, all that, description, the bio of that person, example, right? Don't just show a picture, then just put a name, that's it, full stop. That is not as detailed, right, as we want, because it's supposed to be something. Later, I'll show you the sample submitted by students, right? See, primary social channels, right? What they have, all that, okay? They use, the person use, is referring the person's they use, right? He or she. Then, of course, the overall group view, right? How users are engaging with your brands, all that, if possible, right? So you can compare that, right? This is more like a research. Actually, all these are beginning of the research when the sales and marketing people, they look for target audience. They might, they will conduct real interview, whether online or what, or during the normal time frame. They go down, knock at the door, or on the on site, along shopping mall or what. They will approach people and do some survey talks, all that. Yes, so nothing wrong, right? But of course, you don't have to entertain them. If you hate all this, you don't like to be conducted or ask questions, that's fine. It's your own call. But it's just that the marketing people, okay, they have to do this work, do some research, all that, right? And of course, channel roles, right? Your channel, your roles, all that, right? Yeah, which is, right, social storytelling, social support, social selling. So usually it's commonly used for these three social uses, right? So storytelling is about the brand, about the product, about consumer. Then support, means you educate the consumer about the brand. Then, like, important, right? You buy the product, right, online, then sometimes you go online and check. So you might have an online support about the product, right? Because there's no more physical contact. So you want the support. I'm sure you buy product, you would, anything with your product issue, you will contact. There will be a hotline, right? Or some live chat, a salesperson standby, or technical support, right? Just like your breakdown, your Singtel TV or the StarHub, right? The TV, all that, the set-up box is down, you will call a hotline, ask for help, all that, how to reset, right? Social selling, definitely, right? It's all about selling and get consumer to buy your product, okay? That means courage, right? Encourage them to buy, try to attract them. You say, oh, you must buy this, blah, blah, blah. We'll talk all the positive point about your product, right? So a lot of, you have to spend a lot of energy if, let's say, the consumer is not convinced, right? Not necessarily must push very hard, but it's just that, usually sales and marketing people, they'll try their very best, because just one successful case you close, that means you got the consumer, agree to purchase, you get your commission, right? They go by numbers, right? Okay, so same thing, right? So the channels, their rules they use in social media, apply in social media. These are the standard, these are the correct, the actual social media, those application, they use storytelling, social support, then social selling, all that, right? So take note, okay? So no right or wrong, but it's just that this is their approach. Okay, see? So then place the amount of content in proportion, right, to the various platform, right? You use that, see? They have different proportion. You look at here will do, right? In proportion, how many percent they use social storytelling, then support, then selling. Okay? No right or wrong. You cannot say, oh, the highest means the best, because it depends the nature of your app, okay, the usage, their intention, their objectives, what they really want, right? So no right or wrong. Okay? Social channels, right? As you can see, right? 2019, 2020, right? YouTube #1. YouTube is still #1, okay? Then followed by WhatsApp, right? Okay. Then, okay, this is the channels and tactics, the options, because it depends how you want, right? If you have a budget, client give you a lot of budget, you can do a lot of things through TV beside on using the social media platform, everything, right? So you can have print, magazine or whatever, right? Yeah, there's one period I saw NYP, they promote during the school promotion in one of the magazine. I can't remember the title already. They pay for that, right? That was a few years back. So nothing wrong. They have the budget, right? The team were given the budget to do their promotion, right? Whether open house or whatever. Do you know that the only event they cannot promote all polys is during the JAE, okay? JAE period, the 3 days or 4 days, JAE, remember when you are O-level, right? You register, that period, they cannot do any publicity. MOE do not allow that. Open house, yes, you can. Okay, open house period, because it's like, it's just like an event, right? So it's like carnival, event, games, all that, so you can promote, but you cannot do the promotion during JAE period. You cannot, let's say you have a student achieve something very successful, right? Get a scholarship, let's say example president scholarship or whatever, right? You cannot promote that during JAE, but in open house, yes, you can mention that, okay? You can mention all these students represent Singapore in a football team, national football team, blah blah blah. During open house, you allowed to do that, but not JAE, just for your info. Okay, so you can have that. See the tactics, all this, right? Can have all this just to attract, right, people to come in. Generate a buyer persona. You can use this, the hotspot, to use. I will encourage you to do that because this one you can, it's a free tool to generate a persona for your brand. Okay, you can have that, see? Name, age, roughly, you know what I mean? Then social network, see? Then you can put that, right? See? Okay, take note. And we have that channels using a person, right? Just an example, right? To show, right, of a user journey. Okay, a typical channel that this person interacts over a course of a day. What time to what time it captured, right? So you see, very detailed, right? Very detailed. Again, it's up to you. I'm not saying you must zoom in, go and check what time you do this, what. No, not necessary. But this is very detailed. Of course, if I'm a client, I will be very impressed. Let's say this, you have my target audience. Let's say present by the sales and marketing team to me, say, wow, your target audience will do this. Well, I will be very impressed. They captured, right? They even, you see, show the apps during this time frame. But of course, how you get all this data, you have to interview the person, right? You have to interview the person. And of course, different platform, how detailed. That's why you need to analyze everything, a lot of things. It depends how detailed you want, okay? I'm not stopping you if you want to do your CA in this mode, right? Zoom into just select one person. If you think that no, this is too much, it's fine, but this is for your info only, okay? For your info, okay? You see PC, those are using PC period. Then of course smartphone, you see from beginning of the day all the way, right? Tablet, only this segment, very small, right? So no right or wrong, this is our individual. Maybe you should start capturing your own, right? What time you start, then we do what, right? Beside now, I mean online, having lessons, but during the free time, what you do, right? Nothing wrong. Okay, this is your part 3, right? Same thing, pick the same scenario, stick to one, define audience, so you know already, right? You define audience. Earlier, you already have that, right? You might say, sure, what you mean? Then all this is persona, all that, define your audience, right? Which is just I showed you earlier, there's a few more slides we went through already. So right now, I want you to define the audience here. How old are they, blah, 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 see? Okay, so it's important. Okay, I already mentioned, forget about the 10 minutes. I forgot to delete because this is only for the F2F session. Okay, HBL, we forget about the time frame. Okay, so use, see, make my persona. This is to use, encourage you to use, right? Then Facebook, you can see, design, they have all this platform, right? They have the guidelines. Okay, you see the app guidelines, right? Panorama or 360 photo, all that, the settings. Let's take a look on the website. See, Facebook app guide. They have all this guide for you. See, image app, all the spec, the video, all the specifications, the video if you want to use, then collection app, right? Cursor app, all that, yeah. And you can see the image, go in and take a look. They tell you all the settings, requirement, the video. See? They show you, they guide you all this. I'm sure Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that, LinkedIn, all they have their own guidelines, right? The setting, the specs, right? If you want to use their platform, right? So take note, take a look, right? Which is important because your last part is to design a sample app, which is just now. I'll show you that one. Design a sample app, okay? App, sorry, not video lah. App, it can be an app, okay? It can be an image, okay? Oops, sorry. You can use this Canva, okay? Education is free one, right? As long you registered, okay? Should be able then, or you use the Adobe Spark, okay? Another software. You can create your story or whatever, copywriting, with images, all that, to create your story. Or something else, not necessary. This is just to guide you only. If you, let's say, you don't have available images of graphics, nice graphic, it's up to you, right? So I leave it to you. Okay, this is important. Submit on mail. A PDF collection of our 4 parts process. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can go through again. Okay, your final submission, it should be a CA, then social media mapping _ student name. Your name, this is not a team, your name is a PDF, save as PDF. Okay, one PDF, you cover all the 4 parts. Okay. So, of course, do separate each segment, part 1, part 2, and so on, according to the flow. Part 1 is what, part 2 is what, part 3 is what, part 4 is what. I pause here. Questions?
That app must it be animated?
Sorry? No, not necessary.
Animated.
No need.
So it can be static, right?
Yes, it's static. It can be static. Okay, to save time, static, good enough for me. If you want to go extra mile, take up the challenge, by all means. It's good, always go extra mile. Don't always stop there. Just ask me to just move 1 step, you move 1 step. You can go move 3 steps. For my students who are taking my now the applied design, which is you all have done. Yes, I encourage them to go extra mile. Some they submit 1 file, but they have few versions. They allow me to pick. They even ask me which version you think is good. That's one student. Go extra mile, which is this is the I would say the right attitude that you can survive in the market. I'm talking about when you're out there work as a professional. Because that particular student I highlighted, he knows, it's a he. He won't stop here because he will have to carry on and improve, and his work is good. Year one, which is the second batch I am. So he done a few version. He asked me which one I would like to completed one. It's not concept, not visual sketches. It's completed, rendered with this illustration. They say, "Sure, which one you want?" He texts me. I got a bit surprised. I mean, I got really overwhelmed and surprised that wow, he go extra mile. Some really struggle, can't even finish 1 segment, but he really go up. Maybe he really got the skill, background, all that. I didn't check because like year 1, I don't know the student very well, and this time I didn't even teach them DP. Like some of you, I taught you in DP, right? But I didn't teach them, so I don't know their background at all. But anyway, so back to this, okay? So take note, it's important, please. Okay, so there's CAs, same thing, without fail, is all here, all right? Submission, the deadline, okay? Yeah. Oops. CA4, so fast, mapping, yeah, I sent already yesterday, right? So submission deadline is this Sunday, again, 2359. Okay, of course now nothing because nobody have done anything. So it's 2359, take note, the due date, okay? Don't take it for granted. I mark accordingly. I already say the gameplay is very simple. You don't submit, you got 0. You submit, I will see how much effort you put. Just like that student, he go extra mile, definitely, and he works is good definitely is within A or AD for that particular assignment. I mean, yeah. So take note, if you give me minimum, of course I will give you minimum. I won't fail you because you submit. You don't submit, sorry. Okay, I already done my part. I will not cheat. I will not just because you attend my lesson throughout, right? You're attentive, but you end of the day we are looking at your work, because the fact is this diploma, right? We are not looking at your result. How good is your result? I'm talking about if you want to survive in the industry, it's about your portfolio, your works. No works, how you going to get a job when you go for your interview, right? So take note, right? So social, right? Mapping the deadline, if I'm not wrong, yes, it's there already. Just to make sure. Yes, Sunday, this Sunday, 2359, please. Okay, take note. Any questions? It's a very simple exercise, seriously. It's solo, so you don't have to worry. Okay. Right. Okay, let's move on. Quick one. Yeah, I heard some sound. Please, if you have any question, please. Anyone?
Are we allowed to create our own like fake promotion, like fictional promotion?
Oh, the background noise is noisy. Sorry, can you repeat one more time? Sorry, sometimes I can't hear that.
Are we allowed to create our own like fictional promotion?
You mean a scenario?
Like a fake kind of promotion, for example, the cafe then can have like, I don't know, 1 for 1, something like that.
Using a scenario, you can create some fake one. Actually, it's all fake, It cannot be real because you are still a student. More important is the concept behind. We encourage you come up with out of box kind of a concept. You know what I mean? Never happened before. I mean, in the real scenario, no cafe or cafeteria have come up with that kind of concept. You know what I mean? We are most welcome. Yes, the answer is yes. Okay, we don't want you to follow suit. Okay, to survive. Okay, sorry, I keep on saying survive because that's the word that I told my designer many times. Right? You can't survive in this company, you will cannot survive in the next company, whatever the circumstances. So that's why I always want to encourage them. What I'm trying to say is, you have a very unique concept. Yes, by all means, go ahead. What we want to see, okay? You never know. Your concept might be sellable because this is broadcast to social media. As I say, it will be part of your portfolio. Once you've done a very unique concept, yes, it's just a CA to you. It's like, yeah, Mr. Tan, it's just a CA. But you never know that unique concept when you go for the job interview, right? And the company who interview, you might, amaze them. You will never know. That's why I say your sketches. Remember, if you do your DP, those who taught by me, your sketchbook is important because why? They have seen all this company, they have seen all the digital work, whether 2D, 3D, how good or how the quality or whatever, they have seen already many, so they know, right? Even you give them your best work, right? They just take it, okay, yeah, I've seen this. They won't tell you I've seen this, but in their mind they say, well, what's so special? I've seen all many. They interview so many. The only thing that make you different is your concept. It can be a raw sketches in your sketchbook, which is they never come across. That's why I'm talking about myself. When I conduct with my art director or the department head, we conduct interview after we filter out only the last 5 or last 10, that we will look at their sketchbook. We will ask. Unfortunately, not many bring their sketchbook. So learn a tip to you. Bring all your stuff, especially the raw stuff. Okay, that makes you looks very different from the rest because everyone will pack nice work, digital stuff. Okay, put up very nice show. But when I ask for sketches, some of them don't know because I don't know where your concept is copy or what. You understand where I'm coming from? It's very important. If it's 100% genuine original concept, you have a plus point there already. If I'm the interviewer, if I'm the one who interview you, you have a plus point because it's very unique. I never seen this before because all these people, they have been working there for many years. They have seen a lot of things already, right? Quality works. There's many people, quality works out there. It's the concept that sell you, right? Because why? Simple. You have a concept you cannot generate or so-called execute the finishing, quality finishing. They engage people to do. That's why I mentioned this before. Steven Spielberg, all those big blockbusters, movie director, right? They work closely with the script writer, the producer, right? Then they engage the concept visuals artists to come in, who draw sketches, because they themselves, they are not the artists, they can't visualize. So they want concept, nice concept, right? To help them to visualize. Then from there, then they assemble the right team to come in, right? To produce the actual movie, right? To execute the whole thing. This is exactly how the industry works this day, not the old days. Old days is you work for the company, they pay you monthly salary. Got job, no job, it's okay. But these days cannot. Everything on the high side, salary on the high side, right? So they only, once they got a job, then they engage freelancer, even they don't hire a full-time, right? This is how it works. Just like construction company, right? They got this building engaged by HDB or whatever, right? The project, the contract. Then they employ the overseas construction worker from India or from elsewhere, right? Because they don't have a project, they cannot engage. How they going to pay monthly salary, allowance? Huge money, man, bro. These are huge money. So they have to be very careful, plan carefully. So same thing. Okay, in short, yes, go ahead, please. Okay, but you must use the two scenario. One is the cafeteria, Silver Monkey, and the other one is MP. Okay, because I left few more slides to complete. That's it. Okay, so social is progressive, is pay to play. Okay, you can have you can see all this, right? The percentage, all that. Okay, I'm going to move fast now. Okay, so of course, quality ranking on that, engagement rate ranking, conversion rate rank, the ranking, all that. See, you can see here. Okay, so how the Facebook, they ranks and calculates their ad spending in terms of the dollar and cents, okay, which is important to them. See, Facebook again, right? The fact is, right, by images, instant, right? The impact is instant. Without images, you can write a very nice story, but people still need time to digest or imagine what you are saying, okay, your information. But by image, right, looking at image straight away, you tell the story already. Your 1,000 words useless. Just one image, you overcome everything, right? So same thing, right? Static image, right? Just now earlier is text, right? The one is text. Compare with static image, but here, see, right? You have that people straight away will understand what you are trying to do, right? Oops, you are going too fast? No, okay. See, where do we look first? Creative come first, right? You're looking at A, B, or C? Right, it's asking you, right? You're looking at the picture, you're looking at the tagline, or you're looking at the title, or what, right? See, best performing content, okay? You can see here, and try to avoid all this, long content. Nobody have the time, right? Straight away to the point, right? There's not talking about your grandfather or grandmother's story, sorry, okay? Right? Just straight to the point because you're dealing with consumer. They have no time because you can talk, you get a best script writer or copywriter, in this case, copywriter to write, right? No, but people don't understand or not impressed, or they felt that you are too lost already. Keep on, whining here and there non-stop. They don't understand what is that. Okay? So create performing content. So how to create quality contents? Make sure you align with the persona first. Okay? Then forever the multimedia, post, video, short form of text, caption. Okay? Straight to the point. Right? That's why all those big agency like myself, when I was a creative director, that they have a copywriter, I think mentioned before, from UK, but she's not working here. She's working in UK, so we communicate, over the online, what I mean, conference call, all that, right? So yeah, because they are the people who are specialized in that. Okay, in commercial, also called industry, you might have scored A or A plus, I don't know, in your English paper, O level, or whatever, but sorry, in industry, they don't look at that, I already mentioned. They get the right person. The copywriter, probably the English even better than us, any one of us, right? It's not about Singlish, it's just that correct, because they know how to write the right sentence or the caption, right, for target audience. It's not general English, or what you use, whether your English is wrong phrase or whatever, or grammar issue, not about that, right? So that's why you read some captions, some print or TV commercial, you can see these are all through the copywriter, not any art director, creative director. They only, for me, I only convey my message, also call my ideas. Then the copywriter will come up with a caption, and we work very closely. How does it work? And of course, it's not between two of us, or the person, the creative director, art director, and work with the copywriter. No, they will have a few versions, then they will discuss in-house, get people, feedback, all that. So it's not something simple, right? When it comes to text, it has to be short and sweet, right? But of course, here we do everything, like we assume we are everything, right? We are the director, script writer, designer, photographer, everything. Because while you're a student, so we give you a chance to explore different ways. But in company, back in the real world, they have people who are taking care of that role, right? Okay, move on. So Instagram, right? Same thing. See, right? Same thing. They have all this, right? The organic content. Of course, their selling point is visual images, right? The images, all that. They're famous on that. See, right? See, okay. So they have a story, all that. Okay, move on. So the story, it can be big things. You never know, right? So it's 1 in 5 brand story, 60% view video with sound on. Then 1/3 of most view are brand story. So different target audience, you hit different target audience, okay? Right? Okay. So right? Instant buy for consumer just based on the brand post, right? The brand post, right? People post all that, right? It links all that, right? So usually it's very common in fashion, all that, it links or those boutique stuff. So Instagram, their famous is what? Hashtag. Right, that one is a selling point, right? Something like Twitter as well, right? So this is their branding, part of their branding, I would say, right? You can see here another example, right? So you might ask what kind of hashtag to use. It depends. It all depends. Your subject matters, right? So yeah, you have to think easy, okay? What kind of a hashtag you want? Something people can remember or easy to capture, right? Right? Or very unique, see? Competitive. Everywhere, everyone. So you put menswear, I think there's so many other platforms also got menswear. Very unique one, niche. Right? So all this you need to go and do survey. I mean, not you, I mean the sales and marketing team, they will find out before, you know, they come up with something, recommend to the client, right? Okay. Right, so they have a profile and links, right, which is good. So that's why you can reach out to many people out there. Very annoying, I keep on moving this frame. Okay, you got it right. You see, I thought I want to off. Okay, so the best performing, right? You take a look, see, call to action, GTA, strong GTA, right? UGC, I think just now earlier I did mention, right? User generated content, right? These are the things that you can think of, right? Relevant, hashtag, right? But don't overdoing it, don't too many hashtag or sometimes overwhelm, you know, then people will get confused. Okay, and of course the location, use geolocation, which is good, you can link, right? Instant, see, post with location, perform better, they know, okay, people know you on the spot. Sorry, see, Google IG user focus on weekday, they even link, also call zoom to the time frame, how much time, all that people use, most lowest engagement, highest engagement. Okay, I'll move on. KPI, of course, as usual, right? Your social media goes to your KPIs. End of the day, right? You need to present to the client or the company, set a KPI so everyone hope to hit that point. You know what I mean? But all depends on what you want, right? What you want to achieve. See? I don't know, have you played this game? I saw the design before, Animal Crossing, right? This is how the Nintendo, they advertise, attract players in their community, right? So they have this 5-page, they spread in the Instagram story, right? Just a still, right? Simple to capture people attention. It's all about visual. Just not remember the image. Then, of course, the different the platform, right? The platform that you have, different. photo, video, canvas, all that you have. Then Facebook, they always have all these target contents. Of course, more important, what they want is always retargeting, to audience targeting, right? This is the custom audiences, right? So you can read up how they reach people. See, this is very important to them. Reach people who have visited but did not convert. They always want to pull the crowd over, right? Right? Another one. Budget is all about the budgeting. It's very difficult for me to explain seriously about the advertising budget and the target audience because you're given so much that only so much you can do, right? And there's no standard in the market say you must given how much in order to launch a successful campaign. Very difficult, right? At the end of the day, when the client come in, some client they just come in with a budget, but they don't know what they want. Honestly, they don't know what they want. They just ask you to propose something, come up with a concept, right? So that's why it's very difficult when it comes to budgeting, all that, right? So until you talk to your sales and marketing people, and of course, plus all the production costing you count, it depends how it works, all that, right? So it's very difficult. Even a movie production, right? Some movie production, they budget, but at the end they overspend, right? They can have an initial amount, but as they move on, they produce, it can be some obstacles or they unforesee things happening, or they miss out, calculate this. Then at the end, they need to get more funding. That's why when you watch movie, why you see so many opening, the company credit out there, logo appear on screen, because these are the people who are behind the scene who come up with the dollar and cents. They sponsor, right? If I'm not wrong, there's one of the Transformer movie, I don't know, is it the last one? They got the Alibaba as part of it, the one that they shot in Hong Kong, the scene, I don't know which, is this 3 or 4, but anyway, see, they need money, so Alibaba is rich, right? So they got the funding from them as well. Not easy. Okay, so you have that, right? Calendar, you have to work out a calendar. Later, your assignment 1, you will know, okay? How you're going to publish, what event, then your audience, all that, right? You want to engage, right? All this. Then, of course, these are the reading materials. KPI, this one, I don't want. Actually, they are one of the 5th of your CA I took out, is get you to count, right? Exactly go and find your KPI, all that, achieve your KPI. But it's very difficult. You are the student. That means how many clicks after you created the campaign. Probably when you put up, nobody noticed, right? Or only among your classmates, because you are doing the same project, same CAs. So that's why I take away, right? Because this is applied to year 3. When they take their social media and branding, we have that for them. Okay, I think that's the end of the slide. So I remind you again, right? 4 parts, PDF, and this is the naming convention. Please do it and break down in segment. Okay, I pause here. Any questions? Any questions? CAs? Hello class. Well, having lunch already, everyone.
Not at the moment, but
Thank you very much. Don't worry. Okay. now 3, we take a, okay, I just want to check, do you have lesson at 2 p.m.?
IMO one don't have.
Yes.
Who has? Someone I heard. Yeah.
Me and Elisha. Yeah.
Right. Okay. No worries. I need another half an hour, so probably 12:15 I can release you. I want to take a short break. I need to go for my toilet break as well. 12:45, please come back.
Mr. Tan, just to let you know, we have some of the students that have math lesson later, right? They actually have a quiz and they need to travel to school.
Okay, at what time?
The quiz starts at 2:15, so probably be there by 2 o'clock lah. I've let both of their lecturers know already, like for both classes.
You mean online or?
They're having face to face.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, then the 2 students, got affected by this. Sorry, because we have a long session today. Can get back to me if they are not clear or they didn't really go through didn't attend my session. It's okay. For this assignment 1 briefing right now. Okay, so they can get back to me. You just tell them. Are they here right now, the 2 students?
Yeah, I think Dan, Elisha, and Phil has lessons later. Has quiz later.
Okay, 3 of you. Okay, the students, 3 of you. You may come back to me if you are not familiar or so-called don't understand, because you might miss out the last part or that, or you can check with your classmate if any issues. Okay, let's don't waste time. Hopefully, I can finish in 20 minutes because it's quite a long. Description. Okay, social media and branding, right? It's 2.2. Okay, some of my slide I make a mistake. I put 2.1 anyway. Never mind. Assignment 1. Okay, 20% is a group project. Okay, so it's all about digital strategy and branding. From week 4 this week, week 4 to week 8. Okay, week 4 to week 8. So what your requirement is conceptualize and proposal. Okay. Of a social media strategy and campaign, conceptualize and proposal of a digital, marketing campaign, which is something like just now you heard from the slide. Conceptualize and proposal of a corporate branding. Okay, this case you are working as a company, so you must have your branding of a company, logo, design, or whatever. Okay. Then formulate target audience persona, which is your target audience because you're going to launch a campaign, right? So you need who are your target audience persona, and this is a team project of 4 or 5 members. So you need to form your team, and you can text me for assignment 1. Yes, if you ask me whether should we stick to the CA, the CA3, the one that you did for the brand card, I leave it to you. Okay, I don't want to say yes or no. At your comfort level, you think that yes, you want to join another team, please go ahead. You want to stick to the same thing, please go ahead. But as mentioned many times, please open up your teams. Okay, if no one or someone want to join you, or then they can't find any teams, please allow the person to join. Don't have individual issue or personal issue out there. I don't want that have that kind of feeling like, oh, you don't like this person. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's very important. Please take note. Okay, intended learning outcomes. Okay, these are the outcomes. I hope you understanding the various digital platform available, using the demographics and the process. Okay, and the management of the outcome derived from the interaction on social media, able to reach, identify, formulate target audience persona. Okay, third point, how to build a brand identity and how to position brands. Okay, then 4th, okay, understand the behavior of a consumer using social media. Then 5, formulate, execute, and evaluate social media strategy plans. 6, okay, know the fundamental, understand the fundamental and key concept of digital marketing. 7, Analyze and understand key metrics information and apply towards social media campaigns. Okay. 8, gather the requirements, user requirement, company for a digital presence. Okay. 9, utilize social media and create original content. Okay, hopefully it's creative type of contents, original, right? 10, create, propose, and execute a social media campaign using various social media tools and analytics. Okay. Then 11, leverage various social media network platforms to deliver targeted messaging. Then last one, understand and learn how to use a CMS, content management system, to promote a brand. Okay, so introduction, right? With the advent of a social media, a strong digital presence is paramount to a company's success. So it's very important, right? Because now all companies are using social media to promote, okay, their branding or their activities, everything. By tapping on a strong social media strategy and digital marketing, the intended audience will be drawn towards the brand. So branding. So your client is School of IT, diploma in immersive media. Right now, the diploma they are studying, right? So literally is School of IT, but under the diploma in IM. Okay, so what we want is the diploma in IM is offered, okay, recently to O-level student. So now with the digital age moving into using immersive technologies to allow consumer to have a full immersive experience. So School of Infocom, ICT, technology has a strong history of offering media and technology courses and want to ramp up media coverage and marketing for their new course. Okay, so they are also looking into educating the youth of today about immersive media, the technology and its capabilities, which is you guys, okay, right? Okay, the diploma predecessors graduates have all successfully entered various media and technology sector using the knowledge that they acquire in the course. Yes, there are quite a number of successful case, right? The school is looking at using digital marketing, right, to provide outreach to potential students like your CA. Remember just now the CA4? Yeah, right. Want you to set some objectives, all that, right? KPI, all that. Parents. The parents, of course, without the parent support, right? We must have a parent support. You must have them to support you and to be attracted towards the cause. At the same time, the school wants to work with industry members to foster strong ties and build new pathway for graduates. So the school is building towards a strong branding of immersive media, IM, and the School of ICT. Okay, the goal, we're giving you a budget of 2,000 to 3,000. Of course, it's fake one, on paper only. Okay, I'll give you a very small amount, but to be honest, this amount, it will never happen in the industry. If the client come with this amount, literally you can tell the client, don't waste my time. Okay, I'm telling you the fact because I'm from industry, so I know. This one, you can't even produce. Probably just enough for you to pay off the